Have you ever felt like your life is wasting? Like, have you ever felt useless? See, this particular content is going to be 100% vulnerable. So please stick with me. Let me provide some context, right? For like 4 or 5 months now, I've been in the state of a rut. In spite of the things that I'm doing on the outside, right? Like you see me, I'm hosting a show, a morning show on TVC. I'm doing real estate. I'm raising my daughter. Like, I'm doing the things that I do on a daily basis, right? Continuously. Inside of me, I have been feeling dead for the longest time. I've been feeling like life hasn't been happening for me in the way that I thought that it would, right? So I feel like in spite of my best efforts, I am nowhere near where I want to be in life. I feel like I haven't achieved much in recent times, and I really do not know the next phase of life and what it should be for me. I've been feeling very dissatisfied. I've been feeling very exhausted, low on energy. I am so tuned out of my current routine, if that makes any sense. I got tired. At some point, I got tired of real estate. I got tired of everything that was work and related. I had no zeal or no zest to do anything. Until this moment that I'm talking to you, I'm still struggling with this feeling. And the reason why I thought to come on here and share this with you, my community, is I know that I cannot be the only one, especially in times that we're living in right now in Nigeria, for instance. Times are so hard. Like, you feel like you're working super hard, doing so much, trying to juggle so many balls just to make ends meet, to get successful, to break even, to make so much money. And it looks like regardless of your best efforts, what is coming in, the results are not even commensurate with the efforts that you're putting in. So I really am saying to you, and I know that somebody out there can resonate with how I feel in this moment, that I've been feeling so lost. I've just been wallowing in stagnation, if that's the word. And I shared this with a few friends of mine, and I was saying to Boke is one of my friends. I was saying to Boke and Mary, I was saying to them, I feel like the reason why I feel this way is because I don't do hustle. Like, I don't hustle for this life. People who know me know that I started to hustle and grind from when I was like maybe 9 years old. I started to work. Like, when I say work, I don't mean work in the house. I mean like employment, formal or informal. I've been working since I was 9. And then when I turned 19 and I became a single mother, my hustle doubled, tripled, and quadrupled. I did everything legit for money to take care of myself and my kid. And I think that in this season of my life, I feel burnt out. So I wanted to share with you guys today how I'm feeling. Also share with you some of the things that I've been practicing to help me get out of this funk. So one of the things that has helped me deal with this emotional funk, because I think it's emotional and it has translated to the physical, is understanding and appreciating the fact that this is a season in my life. I have told myself, Chika, I know I'm not a lazy person. I am a hard worker. I am a smart worker. And for me to get into this point where it's beginning to feel like it's helpless and it's dragging, I've made my peace with it, that this is a season in my life and I'm learning to embrace it. And life comes in seasons. There'll be seasons of abundance. There'll be seasons of lack. There'll be seasons of energy, like bubbling bust. People who know me know I'm a bundle of energy. So there'll be seasons of energy, and then there'll be seasons of like low, zero morale. And I have entered into a restful period. And do not believe what people say or try to make you feel. We live in a world where people try to project this image that if you're not sleeping for 4 hours and 5 hours only, you're wasting. If you're not actively working back to back, doing things every hour of your life, you are a waste. Do not tap into that hype. You see, sometimes as human beings, we work ourselves up so much that we really have nothing left to give. And at times like that, you need to tune back into yourself and reset. And that is what seasons of rest are for. It shouldn't take away from my self-worth, because I have achieved great things. I have achieved great things through the help of God, through sheer grit and hard work and persistence. And so if it's time to slow down, then it's time to slow down, and that's okay. The second thing that has also helped me is finding a community of people, tapping back into the community of people who truly know me and remind me of who I am. I have friends who have turned family, who over the years have watched me grow, and they see me for what I am, even on days where I cannot see myself. Friends like Voke, like Uwi, like Mary, they are constant reminders for me, even Temi as well. They constantly remind me about who I am, and there's so many talents that I have, and the things I'm great at, the things I excel in. And they tell me, Chika, do you forget? So they remind me, they mention specific things that, you know, that are truly inspirational for them, that they are in awe of. And just reminding me about who I really am is a wonderful reminder to myself, right? I have so much value to give. I have so much more to offer. And so if I am in a transition stage where I'm probably rebirthing, this is not the definition or the core of who I am. And so it's important to give yourself grace. You know, grace is something that we gracefully, freely, without reservation, give to others, people around us. When they hurt us, when they fall below expectation, we give people grace. But sometimes we find it hard to give ourselves that very gift which we so graciously give to others. And so I know for a fact that it's important, and I'm trying to practice this as well, to give myself grace, to understand that it's okay. In as much as I pride myself in being superwoman, you know, just because of the fact that I've always been a one-man squad, I'm somebody who gets up and gets things done, I'm always on the go. Some days will not be like that, and it's truly okay. So I'm learning to extend to myself the grace, the compassion, the understanding, and the empathy that I graciously give to others. Another thing which is really helping me is trying to realign back into my passions. So before I started real estate, right, I have worked in the media for maybe over 20 years. I have 20 years experience working in the media. Entertainment, acting, you know, presenting, on-air personality, all of that stuff. So it has actually been my passion from birth. I studied theater arts and English, for many of you who don't know. So I'm a performer, I'm a talker, an orator, and a performer. I have lived all my life, for the most part, you know, being like the queen of talk. Like, being in front of the camera is my comfort zone. It's my thing. It's what I can do effortlessly in my sleep. And that is where my passion is hugely tied to. So I found that, you know, branching into real estate, of course, is my new and everlasting love. Like, it's something I'm always going to be passionate about. But I found that in this season of fatigue or stillbirth that I'm currently in, trying to trace my way or find my way back to my passions is slowly beginning to take me out of this funk, out of this stagnant state, right? And so I know it's important that when you feel like not much is happening for you, find the things that truly make you happy, find the things that make you excited, find the things that that bring you alive, and tap back into it. That definitely helps with the feeling of, you know, stagnation. Finally, one last thing I would like to share with you is that it's important to count your blessings. Sometimes we're so caught up in thinking about what we haven't done, what we haven't achieved, why we are where we are right now, why so much hasn't happened for us. But we forget that if we were to sit down and take stock of all that we have done, we would be amazed. And really, it's not just by our power, you know. Of course, there's a God factor. God has been so kind and so loving and so gracious to us, and it's only because of His grace that we're able to do what I'm able to do. So of course, you know, I can't take credit for whatever it is I've been able to achieve, but really sitting back to reflect and think about the times where I didn't know where my next meal would come from. Thinking about times where I didn't even know how I would pay my daughter's fees or my rent, and haven't gone past all of that hassles. Haven't been able to surmount all of those obstacles, and I'm still here, still alive. I have good health. There's so much to be grateful for. And so it's taking me constant introspection to really dwell and meditate on the blessings I currently enjoy, to say, hey, it's not that bad. It could be so much worse. I really hope that with sharing this, I've been able to strike a chord in somebody who is out there who's struggling with the very same thing, to let you know that you are not alone I am here. I see you. I understand what you're going through. I'm holding your hand, but most importantly, God is holding your hand. It's okay to take a break for as long as that break might be, but never give up on yourself. While you're in this season of feeling like you amount to nothing, you are something. And you're not just something, you are something special. The world is a better place. The world is a brighter place because you are here, whether you realize it or not. So do not lose your spark. Keep trying to find ways to hold on to and reignite your spark. And in no time, you will emerge from this season a better person. You might be entering a new phase, which will absolutely blow your mind. And you will look back to this season and say, what was I thinking? Even trying to tell myself that I was nothing. Like, who really am I to say that I am nothing when the creator who has made me says I am more? So if this content in any way resonated with you, please hit the like button, subscribe. I didn't mention subscribe in the beginning because I wanted us to focus on this content. So please share this content. Somebody will thank you so much for it. Please subscribe. Never lose your spark and believe that you are made of more in spite of what your current state says to you. I love you all and I will see you all very soon.